we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it. It's Mack. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Mack. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Patrick Onwuasor on the tackle. That's a gain of 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Now it's Crowder. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
on 1st and 10. It's Morgan. Got him in. It's Rashawn Perriman. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception. And
if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets. 13.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, Morgan with it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Davis on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Taylor, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Rodgers now on 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Matt. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll run the screen with Mack. Dancing away at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Marlon Mack.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings
on second down. It's Mack.
The 28-yard line.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at the...
Give him 6 yards in the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the 17, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Forced out to his left. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Rodgers. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
2. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Morgan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Morgan. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets as he's on to punt for the first. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Bell so light on his feet. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 43-yard
line. On 2nd down now, it's Adams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jets first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman. New York. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And Pascal's got it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Blankenship out for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 16, Jets 13. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
They go right back to Mack.
At the 30.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's good for a Colts.
On first down, Mack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 3. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Being chased out left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that is not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st first down. This is Adams. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Number 28.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Now a play fake. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, Morgan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rodgers to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers now operating from the gun. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Jets 13.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. And now it's second down. Throwing again. Morgan. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Jamison.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Morgan. Got a man. It's Mims. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Indianapolis, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.